Hey, Tony guys in here just popping in. Now listen, now every now and then we're gonna be touching on this right here. If you're not in the Growth Club, then you'll miss the in-depth version of these with the Q&A. If you're not in the Growth Club, God bless you. We praying for you. Keep your head up. But I'll be touching on different little things as we going through these unprecedented times. And I'm gonna be watching more videos on it from the financial experts and all the people who study the market and all of that, but some things getting ready to be shook up. And just like I'm seeing these companies that's coming to me and they want to be able to, ride that coattail through these next couple of years. And they specifically offering like 2-year, 3-year deals. Just in case things get down in the market, they want to be able to put their money somewhere, and they want to be able to put their money in people. And so the way how it works is, which if you got the money, I'd rather do the deal with you than a corporation. But the way how it works is they come, they look at your YouTube channel and they say, okay, boom, if you done made, let's say 100K, 50K, 200K, whatever you done made in the last year or the last 2 years divided by 2, that's your average. They'll offer you 50K up front. So imagine right now, what you'll do with $50,000. If I wired you $50,000, what you'll do with it? Like $50,000, that's a lot of money. But some of the people that's coming to me, they coming up all the way up to 250,000. So now imagine that kind of money hit your account. You pay bills, you get out of debt, you do what you want to do, produce a podcast, produce a documentary, you do what you want to do. So they coming to creators to do this, and they doing this with all of the financial people saying that we getting ready to go through a crash that's going to be worse than the 2008 crash. And if you just watch the news for a couple of days, you'll see like all these big companies laying off. It's companies in your city that's going out of business. That's been in restaurants and stuff going out of business. It was a really cool restaurant in my city that just shut the doors. They done went out of business. I'm like, man, that's sad. Now that I think about it, I need to go get that space. What y'all gonna do with that little space? I could do something with that now. Ooh, that might be the Lord. Ooh. That might be the Lord set me up for what I want to do. Oh yeah, let me write them. And so this right here, with everybody saying this going out of business, that going out of business. It was somebody else getting ready to go out of business. And it was a big store. And my sister-in-law, she's a bankruptcy attorney. Her firm, they do bankruptcy for like major multi-billion-dollar corporations. And they just help them like restructure and get things in order to properly either like save their business or to go out of business the right way or something. I don't know what all getting done. But this right here is telling you something. And this why you got to start using your gift, and you got to prepare for these times. Because here's the thing. Like, I can't cook. So I've been looking for a chef. My wife, she can cook but can't cook. You see what I mean? Like, both of us can cook but can't cook. Like, anybody could go get a recipe book and follow the recipe and you can get in there and cook. But I'm talking about throw down. I'm talking about like understanding temperature, understanding texture. Like, cooking is something that's not easy. You got to develop that over time. And a lot of people think they could cook and can't cook. Just because they finish it and it come out, they think they could cook. But sometimes you go to taste it and it be, ugh. And so that's a gift. But let's say you can cook and somebody come and they ask you, hey, can you cook this again? That means you could cook. Let's say you could draw. Let's say you could write. Let's say you great at cleaning and it's like therapeutic for you. Let's say you love running errands. Let's say you love organizing. Let's say you attentive to detail. Let's say you got patience and you can do the same thing over and over and over and not get bored of it. Tedious, monotonous task. whatever your gift is, you can make money from it. Whatever your gift is. And you got to start thinking about that, and you got to start doing it just one person at a time. One person at a time. Just your next door neighbor, offer your service to them. Offer your service to your next door neighbor. Then the next person, offer it to them. Then the next neighbor, the next neighbor, the next neighbor. One person at a time. And if you really do what you say you do, so you could go on Canva and type in whatever you want to type. Flyer, postcard, whatever. Get a template. When you touch the word that's on there, you can delete it and type in the words you want. When you touch the picture that's on there, you could delete it and upload the picture you want. And most of y'all know what Canva is, C-A-N-V-A. Right like that, go to Canva. Take that, download it, save it to your phone. Go to FedEx, Kinko's, go to Kinko's or whatever print shop near you and say, hey, can I print this on a 4x6? They're going to say, yeah, give you the email it to them. They're going to print it. And then take that right there, that flyer, give it to your next door neighbor. Whatever it is that you do, put it on that flyer, give it to your neighbor. Hand it to every person you see, give it to them. With the first person that called you for that service, you knock it out that park. You knock it out the park. When you knock that service out the park, that one person gonna tell 3 people, minimum. Now you in business. Just like that, you in business. And whatever you do, you could do it online. If it's not hand to hand, if it's not a person to person thing, you could do it online. I met this lady the other day that I started following on Instagram. She cooked. She liked to cook. I don't know how the food tastes, but it looked good. She liked to cook. She over here in the UK, and she got a son, and she'll cook for her son, and she'll cook, and the video is her handing him the plate. And the caption on the video will say, 1 week of dinners for my son. That thing made me want to get adopted so bad by that woman. I mean, that food looked so good. I started questioning everything. I wrote the lady, said, hey, man, where you at? Because if you in Manchester, I want to hire you as a chef. I want to hire you as my chef because I need that kind of cooking in my life. But guess what? She got, I think, a recipe book. She got little individual recipes. She got an audience. So just by doing what she loved and recording it, this opening up business opportunity for her. And that's what you got to realize and understand, that you got to use your gift. Now, if you don't know how to use your gift, I mean, you got to do a deep dive. Go on TonyGassonAcademy.com and get Entrepreneurship with Purpose. Get Entrepreneurship with Purpose. Because one thing about me, I'm an entrepreneur, and I earn and I spend. I'm a live now. One thing about me, I'm a live now. But the way I earn money is purpose-based. So living my purpose and helping you identify your purpose. So that's why my course is called Entrepreneurship with Purpose. Meaning whatever you do, you can take and give it purpose. Even if what you're doing to make money is not your purpose, you still can turn it into purpose. So if you ain't got that course, a lot of y'all probably got it. Some of you probably got it. Not a lot, but some of you probably got it. Then take that course. Go get that course. And just take your time and put one foot in front of the other. This is the thing. I had a call with a clinician, and I got quite a few clients who are clinicians, you know, therapists, counselors, what have you. And she was saying she want to be a life coach as well, because she want to be able to like work for herself and not have to work with an agency. And the first thing that I ask everybody, because I almost every time I have a session with a client who wants to build their own business, they want to earn a living from their brand. And this particular client, she said, listen, you on another continent with your son, and you can live somewhere else and still earn a living. She said, I want to be able to do that with my kids one day, instead of having to be in one place, like working for an agency. And the first question that I ask everybody is, what I ask them, do you have an Instagram? And let me tell you the thing that I hear from everybody, that every single person, like that say, not every, I would say 90%, but so many people. And a lot of times it's the most gifted people, the most qualified people. They all say no. No, I don't, or yes, I have it, but I don't use it. Yes, I have it, but it's private. Yes, I have it, but I don't post. Or I don't post for other people. Yes, I have it, but this and that. Listen, you can't reach your goals if you don't get out your comfort zone. You got to get out that comfort zone. You think I like social media? I don't like social media. I'm an introvert. You can't tell it. The reason why you can't tell I'm an introvert is because I get out of my comfort zone. I believe it was a man named Brian Tracy said, get out your comfort zone and get into an effective zone and let your comfort zone catch up. That thing stuck with me because being a speaker, that's not my comfort zone. I'm very uncomfortable when it's time to do a speaking engagement. I'm super uncomfortable. I don't like that because I'm shy. I don't like standing in front of people talking, but I just get out my comfort zone and I get into an effective zone. And I remind myself, be authentic, be pure, be humble, because sometimes you got to psych yourself up so much you end up bragging. And I know it was another speaker that spoke to the same group that I spoke to. And one of the audience members came up to me, and that audience member still keep in touch with me to this day, a young man. And he told me, he said, the difference between you and that other speaker, which the other speaker is a mega speaker, bigger than me in the speaking world. He says, he talked to us about him. You talk to us about us. And see, the difference is our mental preparation. A part of my mental preparation is be humble. Be humble. Be authentic. Because I used to do the same thing. Get up there and be bragging, be lying. And it's really because you're nervous and you feel like an imposter. So when you feel like an imposter, you got to put on. You got to be somebody else. You got to do something else. But when you come into your own and you got the peace of God, you don't mind being humble. And your boasting is boasting in the Lord. And yes, I might talk about a blessing. I might mention something, and some people get in their feelings. When I mention a blessing, I done had people several times, oh, you bragging. You bragging about your car. You bragging about this and that. But the reason why I express some stuff sometimes is just so people understand that, yes, you can live for the Lord and not be broke, busted, and disgusted, not be downtrodden. And it's like, yeah, I still got a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn, but at the same time, me, it's just, I live without limits. Like, I'll take a chance. I'll take a risk. Like, even bringing my son over here. How many men you know taking a son to another country for a month at a time, multiple times a year, to experience life in that part of the world? And that's the difference, is I really trust God on that level to where I get all the way out my comfort zone. I do the unthinkable because my God does the unthinkable. And so what you got to do is you got to get out of your own way, and you're going to have to start investing in you and using your gifts. Like, it's so many times I went broke investing in me. And that's what got me to where I am today. A lot of people don't understand, because they'll have $10 and they'll hold on to that $10 for dear life. But they got what they need. They got something to eat. They got a place to stay, and they'll hold on to that $10 like it's going out of style, like it can't be made back tomorrow. See, me, I'll spend that $10 to make $100. I will invest that $10 into a $10 course, or two $5 courses, or 10 $1 courses, and I turn that $10 into $100. I take that information that I get out that course, I will immediately apply that information, and I turn that $10 into $100. And you got to be able to invest in you, to believe that you can do it. And you got to go. So listen to me. It's time now, because we're getting ready to go through this season. Everything is pointing to it. Now, I don't know what it'll be, how long it'll be, how bad it'll be, or if it'll even be. I don't fully know. I'm not, I don't, I ain't no prophet. It's leaning towards it. But one thing I feel is that people are tighter financially than they were a couple years ago. Because, got to remember, in the pandemic, what happened? Got a stimulus check. Or not only the stimulus check, what was it? If your job let you off, you got unemployment. That unemployment was booming. So here you booming on that unemployment. And some people were saying that they was making more on unemployment than they was on their job. And then don't let you have no cousin that know how to finesse them numbers now. Some of y'all figured out that PPP. Some of y'all figured out that SBA and went to bald. Some of y'all was out here living lavish. And so guess what? Let's say, boom, you got this money coming in. You're able to put up. Let's say you done saved in 2 months from this extra money or from this stimulus. Boom, you go get you a car. The car note $700, $500, $700. Next thing you know, that unemployment get cut off, or that PPP run out. But you done got this new bill. I did the same thing. But guess what? Because I use my gifts, and because I tap out in my gifts, and because I offer everything that I'm gifted to do. I offer one-on-one coaching. I offer group coaching. I offer online courses. I offer ghostwriting. I offer author consulting. I offer virtual seminars. I offer live seminars. I do YouTube. Everything that I can do. I write books. I record books. Everything that I can do, I do it. I will write somebody's bio. I will build somebody's website. Anything that I've done one time, I now know how to do it, and I will charge for that service. I literally will do web design right off of a template. But if somebody has never done it, they don't know how to do it. If they meet me, I charge them $500, $750 to do their website. Now they got a website for life. They good. They got a website. And guess what? If they go to a real web developer, that web developer gonna do now about the same thing, but they price gonna start at $5,000. When I just did it in 1 hour for $500. And that's the thing. You have to know what you're capable of. You got to value yourself, value your time, and do what you're supposed to be doing. Use all of your talents. Use all of your gifts. Invest in you. And you're going to see what I mean when you go to TonyGassAcademy.com. You'll see this path. You'll see everything that I have learned, I put it into a course. And I want you to, when you get the course, I want you to see how simplified the course is. Some of the course I shoot right from my cell phone. And then duplicate what you see me doing. If you see it and already worked for me, and you are a passionate person like myself, you're a purpose-based person like myself, that means it can work for you. Several of my clients, it is working for them. It's not rocket science. It can be done. So look at it, see how I'm doing it, and then just implement it. Just duplicate it, one foot in front of the other, and put your fingerprint on it. I ain't got your fingerprint, you ain't got my fingerprint. Put your fingerprint on it. Just like that. So this right here, listen, this what you able to do. You capable of doing it. And you got to get out of that maze that they put you in. You got to get out of it. That maze, that rat race, that mentality of, oh, that's too hard. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, who gonna pay me? Or who gonna do this? Listen, all of us start from nothing. Ain't none of us nobody till we decide to be somebody. Until you look yourself in the mirror and say, I am somebody, you're gonna feel like and move like a nobody. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, hey, this Tony Gaskin. God bless you. Get this in your spirit. Get on over there, TonyGaskinAcademy.com. Get that entrepreneurship with purpose. And then social media mastery that's going to help you build online. Get it in your spirit. And I do these videos, and if you watch my videos regularly, you know that I always forget to share the resources that I've created. But I'm going to try to be more mindful, especially in this next season where they saying things going to be looking grim. I'm going to try to be more mindful to share the resources that I have that can benefit you. And then it's on you if you want it to benefit you or not. But hey, it's Tony Gaskin. God bless you. We'll talk soon.